got an opening statement?
I thought we had a good practice today. We went through some situational scrimmage at the end. 2 minutes on the clock for one segment, 13 seconds on the clock for another segment, just to teach our kids the segments that we've gone through during the season that they have to learn to go through and stay out of bounds, keep them in bounds, those type of things.
You happy with how they performed?
Oh, absolutely. The older guys, of course, have been through it, so they had some background in it. The younger guys are young and learning, and they got to do a better job than what they did today.
When you look ahead, just a couple practices, then the spring game, what do you think fans are going to see? I mean, should they expect pretty much what they saw in the Alamo Bowl, or has this team changed a little bit since then?
Well, I think Coach Monken's added his own spin to it for sure, but it's the same skill players that we had last year, and minus Kendall, of course, but I think our offense is clicking on all cylinders, and it's giving our defense fits, there's no question. But I think it's going to be exciting spring game.
The defensive side, I know that there's a lot of new players in there. One theme that Bill Young's had, and same with Mike Gundy, is they've talked about the physicality. Have you felt pretty good about how physical the players are?
We're trying to instill that in them this spring because we have so many young guys that never played in games before. So we're trying to teach them the tempo and the physicality of the game, and they're learning that through practice.
And a lot of these guys you recruited.
Yeah, well, hopefully they'll perform. But the thing about being physical is the only way to practice that is to scrimmage, and that's it's hard to figure out how long you're going to scrimmage to take guys down to the ground. So it's just a lot of it has been thud.
When you have a lot of young players, you probably depend on a lot of veteran leadership. Who's stepped up in that role?
Well, Johnny Thomas has stepped up in that role. Rashedi Jones has stepped up, and James Blatnick on defense. Offensively, of course, you have Whedon, and you have Blackman, of course. And the entire offensive line is doing a great job. They got great leadership. They're all returning, so that's a plus for our offense.
It's always variable, but how much special teams have you been able to do?
Oh, we do a phase a day, and we try to keep doing within 10 minutes. And I've worked all fundamentals of the kicking game. No scheme, just teaching them how to block the kick, how to protect, how to cover, just basics of each phase.
What do you think about Bedlam being played in December?
I'm excited. I think has that been changed for sure?
It has, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, that's great. I think it's a great opportunity for us and the fans, and gives us a little bit more time to prepare. And anytime you play a game in December, it's going to mean something.
It's kind of the Big 12's marquee game. It says something about what you guys have come to, that they expect that thing to be.
Well, obviously, in the past, it's been a great game, one. And two, hopefully in the last couple of years, and hopefully next year, it's going to mean a lot as far as who's the conference champion.